Hi there, optimal salespeople. Today's tip is a request for information is not necessarily an expression of interest in your product. They may have interest, but that doesn't necessarily mean they do. Look, sometimes they're fixed on buying somebody else's product, but they need a second or third opinion, a second or third quote. So they'll call you and ask for, hey, can I get a quote on this or whatever? So it doesn't mean they're necessarily interested. And here's a situation I bring up in the training all the time is if somebody's house got robbed in your neighborhood, then one of the neighbors might make a decision that they're going to buy a security alarm, but they don't call up the security alarm and say, hey, I have a problem and I need to talk to somebody because I need to get a security alarm. They're more likely to call up and say, hey, I'd like to get some information about security alarms because they're trying to protect themselves. So your job as a salesperson is to separate out the people that are just kicking tires, that are just looking for information for some other reason from those that have interest. And the way you do that is to ask some questions. That seems to be the answer I always give. Just ask some questions. So today's tip is a request for information is not necessarily an expression of interest in your product. It definitely is an expression of pain sufficient to want to buy your product. So you need to ask questions to determine if that's the case. If it's not the case, you can move on to somebody else. If it is the case, eventually you're going to give them the information they're looking for, but along the way, you're going to find out what pain they have and move them further down the road toward buying your product.